Move, man. What are you doing?
We got our foot in the door. The Hornets have offered you a 10-day deal.
Why not a year?
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity. But they saw enough to take a flyer on you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might-have-beens, and I'm probably out on the street, too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up, rat hole? This is all I can afford, because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, this is my house he talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
He's a baller. You give him a legit shot, and he's gonna make the most of it. I mean, when it comes down to crunch time, there's no one...
10 days, my man. We'll see if he can swim with the big fish. If he does, he might have a shot to be signed for the rest of the year. He might even find himself a spot in the rotation. If not, son, he's back on the streets. You ready?
I'm ready, willing, and able, sir. You'll see.
Good. Get out of here. You too.
So, you the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you are here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do. And you got a chance to do something special. Now, let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. They're still compensating for the loss of Manu Ginobili. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Anderson, he's checked in for Bellinelli, and it's Joseph in for Tony Parker. And stepping out onto the floor now for his very first official NBA playing time. Our first glimpse of professional basketball from Bowman. Well, Clark, here's a guy with quite the story. Didn't get picked on draft day. Couldn't find a team until this point in the season.
Well, Kevin, you know because of that he's going to be playing motivated. Often events like that will give a player an added edge, and I don't think there's anybody in the building more motivated than he is.
Mills passes to Joseph. Anderson a screen on Stevenson. Joseph. The Hornets pull it in. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Stevenson drives in, stolen by Anderson. And 1:01 left in the first. And Mills kicks to Leonard. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Mills dishes to Bonner. A step-back shot here, and it falls over the rim and in. Mills has got his first points of the game.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Bowman passes to Stevenson. Williams with a clean look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Spurs trail by 4. Now the pass to Bonner. He dishes it to Leonard. Pass to Anderson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And so here's Charlotte. Here's Dimes. Williams inside the line, and that's good for 2. Williams has got 5. And we've reached the end of the first quarter.
Coming up this Saturday night.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you both teams making substitutions here. 1:07 left in the first half. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bowman in at point guard. Al Jefferson out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Williams at the 2 guard. Bonner kicks to Mills. From outside the arc. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, that was a big win for them, and an impressive performance, mainly down in the paint. Their rebounding advantage was the difference in the game.
Here's Dimes, back to Williams. No one near him. No good.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
To the wing on the left. Lets the 3 fly. Shot by Joseph. No good. Here's Dimes. Covered by Mills. Here's Bowman. And the shot falls short this time. Here's Mills. From deep 3-point range. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Close game as we wrap up the second.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Both teams changing it up here. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Tony Parker is out there with Mills. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Matt Bonner. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Corey Joseph's checked in for Tony Parker. Dimes, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Let's see where Charlotte is right now in the league rankings. 4th in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in opponent points per game. And they're in the top half of the league in challenging those shots. The opponent field goal percentage.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Bowman.
And I'm sure he's happy to just get that out of the way. Get that first basket. Now you breathe easy. You can just go out and play.
I think he's got a lot of big buckets ahead of him, guys. The years to come for him are going to be pretty productive. But I think this moment will rank right up there amongst the biggest of his as he goes through the rest of his career.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard is notoriously quiet, but his teammates don't seem to mind and understand that's just who he is. Coach Popovich said, on the 1 to 10 Mr. Quotable scale.
Making some changes. Baines is checked in, and it's Duncan in for Anderson. Charlotte also making some changes. Williams comes in for Jefferson, and it's Dimes in for Lance Stevenson. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bowman is in at the point. Marvin Williams is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Williams. And it's Henderson in at the 3 spot. Outside Williams. Passes it to Bowman. He feeds it to Biombo. Shot clock at 5. Outside Williams. No good on the 3. Mills with it. Fades back. And so it's the Hornets taking care of...
Hey. You look like someone stole your lunch money.
Might as well. I keep playing like this, man, I'm gonna be 10 days and gone.
Relax, man. We won the game. Man, that's what matters here, okay?
I guess.
Straight up, man. You can't expect to adjust to the NBA game in one night. Just keep working, studying film, put time in the weight room every day. And before you know it, you will be playing instead of thinking out there, all right?
Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just gotta get back at it, right?
You know it.
All right, man.